Dimensionality reduction. Dimensionality reduction is the process of transforming features into lower dimensions. We'll take an example of a cylinder which is in 3D. This can be converted into 2D by taking circle and lines. This process is called dimensionality reduction. Why do we need dimensionality reduction? The space required to store the data is reduced when the number of dimensions comes down. Less dimensions lead to less computation and less training time. Some algorithms do not perform well when we have large dimensions, so we take care of this by using dimensionality reduction. It takes care of multicollinearity by removing redundant features and also helps in visualizing the data. The most common dimensionality reduction techniques are random forest, low variance, missing values, decision trees, high correlation, backward feature elimination. Let's look at these one by one. Missing value ratio. The missing value ratio is done in basic 5 steps. Step 1 is to get the required data set. In step 2, we explore the data set. In step 3, we check for any missing values in the data set. And in step 4, we either impute the missing values or drop features which has many, not a number, or none values. Step 5, we set a threshold, and if the percentage is greater than that of the threshold, we will drop the variable. Let us look at this with the sample code. In the first 3 lines, I have imported the required libraries. I have imported pandas, numpy and matplotlib library. Then we have read the dataset by using the read_csv method. In the last line, we check the percentage of missing values in each variable. So from the dataset, we take the null values and divide it by the total length of the data frame into 100. Here you can see that the item weight and the outlet size are more than that of threshold in the data frame. The variables is used to store the column names in the data frame here, and we are also creating an empty list called variable, and we check for all the features from the range of 0 to 12, and if anything is above 20% in the threshold, we append it to the list called variable, through which we can sort out the variables which have more than that of the threshold. Low variance filter. If all the elements in the features have the same value, then the variance will be 0. So the variance of each variable should be calculated. Then we drop the variables which have low variance as compared to other variables in the data set. Variables with low variance will not affect the target variables. Let us illustrate this with an example code. In the first line, we have found the median for the feature called item weight and mode for the feature called outlet size. We find the number of values which have null, and we calculate the percentage of null values, and if the threshold is greater than 10%, we append that with the median or mode values which we have calculated. High correlation filter. 2 variables are said to be highly correlated if they have similar trends or carry similar information. This can bring down the performance of the system drastically. The linear and logistic regression models are instances of this. We can calculate the correlation between independent numerical variables that are numerical in nature. No other data type can be allowed. If the correlation coefficient crosses a certain threshold of value, we can drop one of the variable. Dropping a variable is highly subjective and should be dependent on the domain we are working on. We use the drop method to drop one of the features and find the correlation as per the code given here. Random forest. Random forest is the most widely used algorithm for feature selection. It comes packaged with built-in features, so we did not code it down separately. This helps us to select smaller subsets of features. We need to convert the data into numerical form first by applying one-hot encoding, because random forest, which is a part of scikit-learn implementation, takes only numerical inputs. We also need to drop the ID variables because they are just unique numbers and held no significant importance for us in the current process. We have assigned the features to the data frame columns, and we are going to sort based on the top 10 features of the data, and we are going to plot it on a horizontal graph. Backward feature elimination. The backward feature elimination happens in 5 steps. The first step, we take all the variables present in the dataset and train the model using them. In step 2, we calculate the performance of each model. Step 3, we compute the performance of the model after eliminating each variable. We drop one variable at a time and train the model on the remaining n-1 variables. In step 4, we identify the variables whose removal has produced the smallest or no change in the performance of the model and then drop that variable. In step 5, we repeat this process until no variable can be dropped. For doing this, we import and then we do the RFE and then we fit the transform to the data frame and the outlet of that particular task. Thus, we have seen some basic dimensionality reduction techniques. In the upcoming lectures, we will see PCA, which is Principal Component Analysis, which is an important dimensionality reduction technique, and we'll also see the various techniques for selecting the features.